Hello, beautiful manifestors. It is Olivia Grace, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, we're going to be talking about manifesting money easily, whenever you want, consistently. It's going to be great and life changing, as per usual. I was going to say if you can really pick up what I'm putting down, but I know that you can, know that you did, and you loved it, and it worked instantly for you. So we're going to talk about that. Hi, Ty. I am Olivia Grace. This is the Master Manifestors channel. And here we talk about law of assumption, manifestation, all that great, amazing stuff. So if you would like to be a part of that, then definitely join, subscribe. Yeah, it would be great. Hi, Abundant One. Hi, Thorn. Thorn, this happens like every time I go live because I log out of my personal YouTube and log into this one. And your notification pops up. You comment like every time when I'm going live. Usually you're like, when are you going live? As I'm going live. And then today you said something and here I am. Hi, Lisa. Hi, Seize the Day. Hi, Alice Carline. Okay. Yeah, let's get started. Let's get into the video. So, I actually took notes because I want to hit on specific things. But I remember the first note. So tell me, I want you guys to ask this to yourself, okay, when it comes to manifesting money. How much do you believe that you can manifest money? How much do you believe on a scale of 1 to 10 that you can manifest money? That is possible for you. Not possible in theory, but possible for you. You can answer in the comments or you can answer in your mind. Okay? If your answer is anything less than like an 8, then that's somewhere where you want to focus. Okay? All right. 7, 7, 10, 10. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Hi, everyone. Hi, Lady Dar. Hi, Sulphoria. Oh my God, what a name. Hi, Derek. Hi, Ash FB. Let's see. Hi, Abundant One. Hi, Tiff. The question is, how much on a scale of 1 to 10 do you believe that you can manifest money? You believe that I can manifest money. And what I said is, hi, Eva. Hi, Pamela. Hi, Hannah. Hi, Nubian. And I said, if it's less than an 8, that's where you want to focus. Okay. That's where you want to focus. And I'm saying this because for me, you guys, when it comes to manifesting money, when I was really struggling with it, what I really truly believed was that I could not manifest money. I was probably at a 3 myself, Tiff, around a 3 or a 4. Okay. Now here's the great thing about this, guys. If those of you who said 8 or less, here's the great thing about that. Guess what? It's just your story playing out. It's just your story playing out. Because when you actually don't believe that you can manifest money, your mind, bet you, has all these reasons, logical reasons, why it can't manifest. Well, it's the economy. Well, the value of the dollar is going down. Well, it's my job. Well, it's my past. Well, it's my thoughts. Well, it's my yada, 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 yada. No, it's only your story. It's only that what your real story is, what you really believe is that I can't really manifest money. So guess what? Money is following your command. And it's basically like playing like freeze tag with you, like, haha, you can't catch me, nah, 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 because you said that. You were like, all right, money, let's play a game of tag. You run, I'll chase. And you're like, damn, money fast as fuck, boy. Right? But that's just your story. That's just your story. All right, now, how many of you guys believe that you can manifest money easily with no effort, with no affirming for locking yourself in a closet and affirming for 100,000 days, right? How many of you believe that you can manifest money easily? What is it on a scale of 1 to 10? Okay? 10 being easy as fuck. Please, I thought about it. Of course it's happening. Right? Okay. 3, 5, 6. Okay. 4. All right, y'all. See, some of you guys that rated high and I can manifest money are rating low. I can manifest it easily. Guess what? This is another great thing. It's another great thing. Do you know why? Because money is actually very easy to manifest. The actual truth of the energy of money is ease, you guys. It's ease. So if you are associating difficulty and hard work and trying and efforting to manifesting money, then that is kind of not really allowing you to come into the full energy of abundance. Okay. It's not really allowing you because what you're saying is, I can manifest money if I work very hard, but that's actually not the energy of abundance. Why? Because this is the thing. Here's why they say time is money, y'all. Okay. Because if you spend, let's say you spend 2 years manifesting $10,000, that $10,000 ain't really going that far. For 2 years of your time, 2 years of your focus, for $10,000, that ain't going that far. Right. So the actual energy of abundance is ease, y'all. It's, ooh, wow, I don't have to do anything. Ooh, wow, I don't have to do anything. It's already mine. It's ease. Okay? Everything in your life is easier with money. The more money you have, the easier your life is. Some people want to argue if it's better or not, are you happy or not, or whatever. Money don't buy happiness, whatever. It buys you ease. You don't got to get up and go drive all over the earth to get something. You can have it delivered. You don't have to go to work and slave all day because you have money, so you're not dependent on this job, right? The energy of money is ease. So when you know that, and because what happens is, right, the reason why you believe that it's hard work that gets you money is because that's still part of the old programming, right? That's still a part of the old program. The Muggle programming says if you work hard, maybe possibly someday when you're 70 and you retire, you can live the dream. You can be abundant, right? So we're all chasing that. And then you bring it into manifestation, right? You bring it into manifestation. You bring it in and say, ooh, well, I had to work hard with my action in the Muggle world, right? And but here in the manifestation world, I guess I just have to work hard manifestationally. I guess I just need to affirm and focus and beat it into my mind, right? I guess that's what I have to do. But actually, the truth is, you don't have to do shit except realize, decide it's already here, right? You're not creating anything, you're remembering. You're remembering who you actually literally are. You're remembering, like, wait, I'm a goddess, I can't lack. Wait, I'm a goddess, I'm naturally abundant. Wait, abundance is actually my nature, right? Look at the nature. Look at nature, you guys. Right now we're in spring. We're seeing all of these things bloom. Look, think about the trees in your yard. How often do you go out and water the tree in your yard? How often do you go fertilize it? How often does the tree say, "Oh my God, I can't possibly grow here. I need to get over there to Rod's backyard. This backyard will never allow me to be my true self." No, the tree just sits there and everything it needs comes to it. Everything. It doesn't matter, even if it goes for a while without raining, even if it goes for a while raining with no sun. Somehow the tree just makes it. It just makes it. Grows, produces beautiful fruits. Guess what? When the leaves fall off the tree doesn't panic. The tree's not like, "Oh my God, I'll never be beautiful again." It's like, "Oh, whatever." It doesn't matter. I can't be my I amness, my treeness can't be taken away from me, right? So when you think about, this is why I brought up the tree in the first place, is that the tree came from a small seed. This seed contains this huge tree that then produces fruits. that contain more seeds, that contain more trees and more plants, that can produce more fruits. When you see that, it's infinite, right? It's infinite. This is why you can't believe them when they say we're running out of food. We're running out of food. How are you gonna run out of something that grow out the ground? It don't even it don't even just grow out the ground. It grows out the ground in abundance, fully packed with more trees that can give you more things to grow out the ground. Okay? You can't lack. Abundance is your nature. It's natural. Remember in the other live that we did the other day when I told you guys, what if you tried to digest your food? What if you thought it was your job to digest your food? It would be so difficult for you. You wouldn't even know how to get up in there. How do I even get up in there? Right? To ensure that it does what it's supposed to do. You would make an instant and easy process difficult. And that's what we have done in the past. I'm sorry. Saucy the brioche. That's what we have done in the past. Okay? That's what we've done in the past is believe and decide, okay? Here's what I want you guys to really understand when it comes to money is that whatever way that money is showing up or not showing up in your life is because that is the story that you're telling. That's the decision that you're making. Okay? Right now, you might hear that and be like, that's not true. I didn't decide that. I'm not doing that. I affirm every single day. It just never comes. Okay, there was your decision right there. I affirm every day. It just never comes. So it has to not come. If you believe that nothing I do works, it can't work. If you believe I can't really manifest money, you could do every technique underneath the sun. It won't work. If you believe I can manifest money, but it's going to take me a lot of time and effort and hardness, then that's exactly what the fuck it's going to be. But not because that's the fundamental truth. The fundamental truth, if we're really looking at it, is abundance, is an overflow. Okay? So, how do you embody this? What about my money though? Olivia, I have $50 in my account and my rent's due. I know it's the first. My rent's due. What do I do? Okay. You decide. You assume. Okay? If you're in scarcity right now, assume that your needs have been met. You're going to assume that your rent is paid. Wow, I paid it. Even though I don't really get how, what, when, where, I don't see where, what I'm seeing now says I didn't pay it, but I'm making the decision because money is following my command. What if you want $30 right now at 10:30 p.m.? Yes, you can. I almost made this about instant manifestation, but I wanted to cover more of a broad topic, okay, of money. But yes, you can. $30 is nothing to a God, Derek. It's nothing to a God. Eva says, Olivia, I swear at work I was stressed about money and I asked, how do I connect to it? And you're doing a video. Wow. Money heard you. Money always hears you. Money is always listening to you. Money, you are conditioning the money, you guys. Like y'all, if you really can get that, despite what you're thinking, you are conditioning the money. I don't care if you're going to say, but I do. I affirm. I do the thing, the technique. It doesn't work. That's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. That's what you believe. Okay? That's what you choose. That's what you're choosing. And people don't like that. Choose. I'm not choosing that. No, you're choosing it. Okay? You might not be consciously choosing the broke story, but every time you say, yeah, but that's not going to work for me. Yeah, it might be working for them, but it's not going to work for me. You're selecting, you're choosing the reality, you're pressing the button. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. And you're like, see, look at the evidence. It doesn't work. Why do you think that is? God of your reality? Oh, I guess everything else is subject to you except money. That's what I used to think. Not money is zaddy. Ty. Okay. All right. Let me get back into this. See your money as regenerative. Spending money is one of the biggest energetic leaks when it comes to manifesting money. Because I don't care how rich or poor you are, you spend money every single day. And I don't care how rich or poor you are, if every time you spend money, you feel like you got stabbed in the stomach, you're not living an abundance experience. You're not living an abundant experience. Okay? If every time you spend money, you're like, this is my last dollar I'll ever receive. Right? I told you guys about how, and this is really going to prosper you. Okay? This is why it doesn't matter how much money you have, y'all. Listen to me. This is how you're going to be able to shift today. Okay? Is when I was manifesting $10,000 and it was taking me for freaking ever. Every time I would start to spend it in my mind, I would feel still lacking, even though $10,000 was much, much, much more than I was at all receiving at that time. Why? Because as long as your money can run out, you can't really feel abundant. If you have $1,000,000 and the next day you go buy a Bentley for 500,000 and a home for 500,000, you're not feeling like a millionaire. You're not feeling abundant. If you have $50 that regenerates itself in your bank account every time you spend it, you're feeling abundant. You're experiencing endless money, right? So it's not about the money in your bank account, it's how you're relating to it. The problem is that everybody thinks about it's the money about in your bank account. Well, I can't feel abundant. I can't choose abundance until I see my bank account change. And so as long as I'm seeing my bank account look how it's looking, then I'm going to identify as a poor broke person. Right? Okay. And so money continues to reflect that back to you. It's like, oh, she says we're a poor broke person. So that's what we have to be. Oh, she just did affirming. All right, she's been affirming for about how long did she say again, guys? How long did she say, brain people, for it to reprogram? She said 21 days. It's day 21. Oh, let's give her $1,000. Let's give her $1,000. But that $1,000 goes quick. Soon as you get it, your phone, your car start ch 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 ch. What the fuck going on? I just did all this affirming to get this $1,000, and now it's out because you believe that money runs out. You believe that your money runs out, so it don't matter. If money runs out, then it doesn't matter if it's a big piece of pie or a little piece of pie. You better make that shit stretch. And so you approach your money with a lackful identity, and so it shows you that. It's like, yeah, you don't have enough. I am going to run out. See ya. You actually had an extra 200 after you paid for your car, but then, it drifted off in the wind or something. Drifted off. It flew away. Right? Because it has to confirm to you what you believe. Right? So what if your money regenerated? What if your money regenerated? Y'all are so funny. What if your money regenerated? What if every time you spent it, it came right back? This happened to me twice yesterday. In the moment, instant. Okay? I spent a little chunk of money. I won't call it a big chunk because nothing a big chunk. Right? But I spent a little chunk of money. More than I was expecting to spend. Right? But because I know who I am, I know that I'm God, I know that I just get to decide how that goes from here. I decided, oh, well, it's just going to come back to me multiplied. It's actually good. When you can actually feel good about spending money, you guys. When you just think about this, y'all. What if it was true that every time you spent money, it came back to you multiplied? What if it was true? What if that was true, y'all? Then it would be a great thing. The more expensive, the better. When you go out to the bar, you're like, what shots are the most expensive? Do you have top shelf? You got any, what is it, Don Julio 1942 or whatever the thing is? Right? Whichever one it is, can I get that one? Because every time I spend money, it comes back multiplied. So it's best that I spend the fuck out my money. Right now. Let me pause right now. Now y'all over there with your listen, don't do this without that belief. Okay? Don't do this with you know, with the belief that I can't pay my bills, okay? And then be like, "Well, Olivia said go spend all my money, so I'm going to go spend." No. Have that belief. Decide that. How do you get that belief? Right? How do you get that belief? Because you spend money anyways. You spend money anyways. We all got bills. Period. We all got bills, right? So when you spend your money, when you pay your bill that you're going to pay either way, you can pay it from a lacking mindset or you can pay it from an abundant mindset. Pay it from an abundance mindset and say, you know what? This is going to come back to me. When your kids ask you for McDonald's on the way home, instead of being like, no, I ain't got no McDonald's money. No, sure, I got some McDonald's money. Every time I spend money, it comes right back multiplied. It comes right back multiplied. And I'm going to be honest, you guys, one of the reasons why, because I see your question there, Lisa, why this works so instantly for me is because I don't even think about how. I low key forget. I was like, but this is the thing, because here's the part. I have the background belief that money is always abundantly available to me. So it doesn't really matter what it's looking like in my 3D. If ever I'm looking in my 3D or looking in my bank account and I'm not liking what I'm seeing, that's not the final answer for me. That's not the final answer. If I look at my bank account and it's not looking like how I want, I don't accept that. I'm not like, wow, oh my God, I'm broke. I'm like, oh, well, I guess I'm about to get some money. I guess I'm about to get some money because that's not the threshold that my bank account stays at. Guess some money's coming. And it comes. Right? I went out to dinner with my sister and all, like our men and everything like that, and her and my niece. And we went out to dinner. And I wanted to pay the check. So I paid the check, left a fat ass tip, you know. And I was like, "Oh, whatever." Like I don't even honestly, I didn't even say it again. I just like when I paid that extra money I had paid earlier in the day, and I looked at it and I was like, "Oh, it's great. It's amazing." It's amazing because everything I spend comes back to me multiplied. Great. So I just spent some money, right? I just spent some money. Great. So guess what? By the time I went to bed, by the time I got home and went to bed, the money that I spent on dinner had already come back to me doubled. Double. Fat ass tip included. Okay? You already rich. Neon. That's the thing, you guys. Listen, when you realize that everything is dream stuff, there's nothing going on here. There's nothing going on. It's all just a dream, and you are commanding the dream. And previously, before this, you were commanding it in a way that you didn't like. And actually, no, you wasn't. You've actually always commanded ease. You've commanded money easily. You've always done that. You've always done that. You do it so easily and instantly. People are like, dude, they're a little spooked. They're like, girl, how the fuck are you doing that? You're like, I don't know. So when you spend, expect it to return. Okay. Never accept what it looks like if it's not what you want. Never accept what it looks like if it's not what you want. Never look at your bank account and say, "Oh, I'm broke." You can't ever. You're never saying that again ever. You're never going to tell a preposterous lie. Okay? Ever like that. Ooh, Silver King. Increase your awareness and master the dream. Period. That is literally it. Increase your awareness and master the dream. For those of you who are stuck in like a survival mindset, when stuck, you guys can't be stuck. For those of you who believe for the moment, really what you don't, because that belief is leaving you right now because you can't be in this space and believe that about yourself. But those of you who feel like, I could use some extra money, I'd love some money, play sleep tapes. Spend time reprogramming your mind. Let sleep, like play whatever sleep tapes. There's a large sums of money. Come to me. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's by Brian Scott. Okay. That's where you need to start. Start deciding that your money returns to you multiplied when you spend it. Start deciding that now. I don't care if all you got is 25 cents to get you a cup of ramen. Return it to me instantly. Money doesn't leave me. See your money as infinite. Decide, y'all, listen to me right now. Raise your hand. Raise your hand if you want so much money you'll never run out. Raise your hand if you want so much money you never run out. All right. Ooh, yes. 46 thou. Love that, Neon. If you want so much money you can't never run out, I want you to assume right now that your money is endless. Your money is endless. Assume it. Let me break this down for y'all. Okay, because we practice in the law of assumption and we don't know our vocabulary. An assumption is believing something and accepting something as true with no proof. With no proof. So you're not going to fix your mouth to say, but Olivia, money's not endless. Olivia, I work at Dollar Tree and every time I get my check, that's all I get. Not anymore. You want to know something else? Let go of the how, y'all. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me. Let go of the how, y'all. Tap in with me. If you could let go of the how on this live, you will receive money today. Today. It's 4:44 on my side. You will receive money today, y'all. Today. You're never going to say that again. I am a millionaire. How could you say that? I'm about to come through the phone at you now. It's so hard. It is not hard. It's easy. You have an affirmation as your name. I am a millionaire. Do not ever, and listen to me, I'm yelling at you because I want you to receive. Do not ever contradict that statement again. Do not ever fix your mouth to contradict that statement again. You're a millionaire, period. No follow-up. No follow-up. It's not hard. Nothing is hard to a God. It's not hard. Period. That's the only story you ever freaking knew. You were born into millions. You were born royal. You were born perfect. You were born abundant and rich. You're literally listening to this from your summer home in Genovia. That's all it's been. That's all it's been. That's all you ever knew. Let today be the last day that you give any attention to anything else. Right? All right. Revise your money story. Revise your money story. Okay? You've always had money. It's always been easy for you. Don't ever let the words, it's hard, come out of your mouth again. Don't ever let the words, oh, I can't, come out of your mouth again. Don't ever let the words, I'm broke, I can't afford it, come out of your mouth again. Why would you lie? Why would you form the infinite into a shape of brokenness? Why would you form and shape the I am into brokenness? Why would you follow I am up with anything other than perfection and opulence and love? Yes. Okay. Another tip, think about money when you're affirming. Affirm in your speak, right? So I remember listening to the Bob Proctor affirmation. What is it? I'm so happy and grateful that money comes to me, whatever it is. I hated it. I was like, oh, it sounds so robotic. I don't talk like that. One day, I had an experience where I made so much money. The money was just boom, 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 boom. And I was like, ooh, there was a feeling that I felt, right? And the feeling I felt was, man, it just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. That's my affirmation. Money just keeps coming. It just keeps coming. You see how that's so natural? It doesn't sound like whatever. It sounds like how I talk, though. Wow, it just keeps coming. How do I feel when I have lots of money? How did you feel? For those of you who have manifested large sums of money before, how did you feel? What was the feeling? What was the I am? Pick that I am up now. It just keeps coming. Wow, so much money. Oh my God. It's like as soon as I spend it, it's back. More, doubled. Okay. All right. Hmm. Yes. Oh. Lately, all I do is revise my money story, especially when I'm about to spend it. Yes, precious. Yes. How do you let go of the how? Okay, for me, I just really know that it doesn't matter. Who cares? I know from spending so much time worrying about the how that route has nothing but problems for me. A, raise your hand if you want to be a very limited manifester. Raise your hand if you want to be a very limited in a box manifester that can't really manifest shit. Then keep worrying about the how. And that's just the gosh darn truth. I'm gonna keep it a thou wow with y'all. As long as you're worried about the how, when it comes to any fucking thing, you will only move so far. If you move at all, just to be real, y'all. Because the how, you like, think about this. This is how I think about the how, you guys. How? You want something to make sense to you. In order for something to make sense to you, it has to be along what you have experienced in your single lifetime here. From your perspective, all you know, even if you were a muggle, even if all you had was muggle reasoning, just because you don't know how doesn't mean there's not a how. Right now, you guys, majority of y'all here, 98, 99% of y'all here with your problems, there's a muggle solution to it. There's a muggle solution to it. A muggle could be like, yeah, you could just do this. But if you're so focused on, oh, but this is all that I see and I don't see a way, so there's no way, that's how you're waving your wand. I don't see a way, so there's no way. So there's no way. So it looks like there's no way. Not because there's not a way, but because you haven't allowed it. But when you realize, like, wait, you know what? I don't give a fuck about the how. I don't give a fuck about the how. Okay? A lot of people will look at me and they say, oh, but Olivia, you have a business. You have a business. So, of course, you get money. Of course, you make money. No. You know how many people have businesses that don't make any money at all? At all? I used to be one of them. Okay? And this is the thing, when you survive solely off your business, you kind of need to make the money. All right? You kind of got to make the money. Right? So it's not about the how. When I started manifesting money from my business, I had completely released the idea of it coming through my business. I was about to do something else. I was about to get into digital marketing, sell pillow covers or whatever on Etsy or some shit. Because I was like, clearly this is not the way for me. Okay? The how doesn't matter. Whatever you need to happen, y'all. And a part of this comes from experience, you guys. I have manifested so many things where I didn't know the how that I just don't even care about the how. Like I know that it doesn't prosper me in any way, shape, or form to worry about the how. Okay. Hi, Summer. I'm infinitely abundant because I'm created in God's image. Period. That's literally true. I'm really good at manifesting now, but now I want to ask because I think I've manifested in survival a lot. Do you think manifesting in survival mode is anxiousness? Yeah, it is. It's manifesting from need, which is, guess what, y'all? It's okay. That's kind of where a lot of us come into manifestation. We need something. We have no, muggle way that it appears that we can get it. So we turn to the metaphysical. But you do get to a point, and you're at that point now, spiritual queen, which is why you're here, where you're like, oh, wait, if I'm God, I can't really need. So even that's an illusion. The belief before is like, oh, there are problems in the world. Things are fucked up, but I can do something about it. And so you're Always manifesting. You're always solving problems, and you're always in survival mode. Oh my God, I'm in survival mode. I'm lacking, but I can do something about it. I can manifest it. Great. And then at some point you realize, wait a minute, I'm God though. So how am I lacking? I can't be in survival mode. Yeah, I know the no proof thing is my limited belief ever since I was little. I was 4 to 5 years old and argued about Santa being fake. That's hilarious. This is the thing, you guys. Be imaginative. Give yourself a week for all you logical lollies, all you logical lilies. Give yourself a week and just go full on Delulu. Tell the story so outrageous. You can't even believe you telling a story like that. Because this is the thing about belief. I saw that question up there. Or somebody was like, I don't believe this though. I can't believe this. So what? You know why you don't believe it? Because you've been practicing a bullshit story. Like, so what? You don't believe. What is believing in a bullshit, lacking, broke story doing for you? I'll wait. Nothing. Nothing. Making your life harder. So it doesn't matter. You're telling a new story. You're telling a new story in the face of the old story. You're not looking at the old story and saying, oh, yeah, when you change one day, I'll tell a new story. No, you're telling a new story in the face of the old story. Wow, you're looking at your bank account. Oh my God, it's so empty. Actually, no, it's not. It's amazing. It's incredible. It's full. It's overflowing. Wow. Where did all that money come from? How did all this money find its way to me so instantly? Whoa, Olivia was really right. Oh my God. This money just came from nowhere. And I had not a clue that it would come from this way. Wow, I guess I don't ever need to worry about how, what, when, where. I guess an assumption, though false, will, if I persist in it, will harden into fact. Huh. Looky there. Mhm. Okay. This is already quite long. So I'm going to go. Not, I want to evaporate. Okay. You need an affirmation to revise it overnight. Just tell yourself it never happened. Whatever your mistake did, you never made a mistake. You don't make mistakes. You're perfect. This is how I revised a friend's breakup. And we were literally laughing about it. She's like, oh, we broke up, this and that. I was like, it never happened. It never happened. Did you guys, if you guys see Norbit, Respucia, she's like, it never happened. That's what I told her. It never happened. It never happened. And then they were back together. Literally, like, what? It doesn't matter. Okay? It never happened. Oh my God. All right. I haven't made any money in my business. Yikes. But I do believe money can come another way. You've made tons of money in your business, Shonda. You actually are like, damn, I need to hire an assistant or expand because they're making so much money. That's actually the truth. That's the truth. Oh my gosh. I was just reading your comments. How to decipher your story because I wasn't raised poor. It doesn't matter. Here's how we decipher it, Lisa. It's not making you no money. Okay, that's how we decipher it. It's not making you no money, so it doesn't deserve an ounce of your attention. Tell the story the way you want it to be. Assume the story the way you want it to be. Assume the story the way you want it to be. What do you want it to be, Lisa? The money, like literally go into the assumption. Y'all, you want to manifest money today? Assume money is endless. Money is it's abundantly available in my reality. It's abundantly available in my reality. It's always available to me. My money never runs out. It's always doubling and increasing. It only increases. My bank account only increases. It only goes up. Just start telling yourself outrageous things. I'm so serious. Start telling yourself outrageous things and watch those outrageous things turn into reality. Don't worry about where did it come from, what happened, where did I go wrong. It don't matter. Just go right. Just go right. When you go right, anything that came from that wrong story, anything, your old story, it'll pop up because it won't resonate anymore. You'll start to think or act or be in the old story and it won't feel right anymore. You'll be like, wait a minute, do I believe that anymore? If money is abundantly available to me, if every time I spend, the money returns multiplied to me, then why does it matter? Why does it matter that I had to, I don't know, pay some money for my kid? Why does it matter that my kids want McDonald's? Why does it matter that I need a new shirt or I need a new whatever the fuck? Why does it matter if my money is inexhaustible? Why does it matter? It doesn't. Stop making it matter. None of the stories matter. What if you're on a time crunch? Decide you have it today. Decide it's now. Ooh, okay, we'll end on this note. If you're on a time crunch, realize that now is the only moment that there ever is. Now is the moment that there it's the only moment. There's no tomorrow coming for you. There's no yesterday to leave behind. Now is the only moment that there ever is. So if now is the moment and you want the money now, then you have it now. Period. And allow that to be true. There's no time anyway. What time? What time can it take? There is no time. It already happened. You loved it. Okay? You loved it. All right. I'm going to go, you guys, because we could be here all day. But I'm intending that this prospers you. I'm intending that this prospers you immensely. I'm absolutely sure that it has. I am redoing the God State activation. That's going to be on April 13th. Links in the description. I would love to see you guys there where you can manifest whatever the fuck, whenever the fuck, however the fuck you want. Okay? Money, especially. All right? So sign up. I would love to have you guys there. Early bird pricing is available until next Tuesday. So if you want to have price, get it now. All right? I'm sending you all infinite love. I'm knowing this prospered you immensely. I'm knowing that y'all X'd out the video and it was like, oh, no freaking way. Money just came to me. Oh, let me tell you guys a quick story really quick. Oh my gosh, you're so sweet. Lisa, thank you so much, beautiful. Watch how that money comes back to you instantly. Multiplied. Okay? I'm gonna tell you guys a quick story really quick. Because last night, my TikTok memory popped up. And I was like, it's a memory from like 3 years ago, but I have like this wad of cash and I'm like, hello, abundance is calling. And I like put the phone like this, right? And I was talking about how I had manifested that wad of cash at that time by just visualizing it, like, which is something that you guys can do too. I just visualized seeing a wad of cash in my wallet. And I was like, I don't know where money's going to come, where cash is going to come from because I don't receive cash, but I just imagined it. That day, my best friend pulled up with $100, like $100 cash in ones, because she was going to go to the strip club, but she didn't. So she just gave me the $100 in ones. So I had that wad of cash. Okay. So I'm watching this video of me telling it, right? Thank you, Terrell. You're so sweet. I want to tell y'all something else about y'all sending me these supers too. But I'm watching it, right? And I'm thinking to myself, oh my God, like I should do that again. I should manifest a wad of cash for myself, right? And as I'm thinking it, you guys, as I'm like, oh, I should do that again, literally money pops up on my screen right at that moment, y'all. And I didn't even finish the thought. I didn't even finish the sentence. I should do that again. Money popped up on my screen. Okay. Yes, Ty. I've never seen that before. That looks so cool. Welcome. Thank you, Terrell. You're amazing. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you, Ty. I'm going to tell y'all about the supers and then I'm going to go. Okay. So with the super chats today, once again, it was just a random thought. It was just a random thought. And I was just like, people love giving me supers. They give me super chats all the time. They do, even though seemingly, like, this is the part, y'all, please hear me before I go, okay? I did not say that because people were giving me super chats all the time. I did not deduct that from reality, y'all. I just said, what would I like? Oh my gosh. Ty! Thank you. It actually came to me because I was giving a super chat to someone this morning that I was watching her meditation, and I just wanted to give her a super chat. And I was like, oh, super chats, they're so nice. And I was like, yeah, oh, I'm just going to assume I get super chats all the time. Right? I get super chats all the time. This is probably one of the most super chats I've gotten in one live, you guys. Thank you all so much. You guys are so sweet. You guys are seeing it in real time, okay? I'm not. You're seeing it in real time, y'all. Okay? So, as you can see, I'm intending that this prospers you. Join the God State activation. I'd love to see you all there. You're incredible. You're amazing. I love you all so much. I can't wait to hear your success stories, you guys. And I will see y'all in a video soon.